What's up, family? I want to welcome you to another program of the Hakimian Show. Today is just me, but that's all good. I got some good content for you today. Today I wanted to do a show that would be helpful to you practically, especially in the area of business and organizational development. Here's the bottom line. All of us at some point in our life want to step out and be those leaders that God has called us to be. And that may mean starting a business, a marketing business, a cleaners, a mechanical shop. Maybe you're called to be a church planter. And here's the reality. As you start your organization, the best way to market is through word of mouth, where people are excited about your services, your products, your experience that you create, and they're talking about it with other people, and they're inviting people to come and experience that. And so there's a lot of challenges to how do we grow an organization, and some organizations are meant to be small. Like one thing I can think of is a small group or a counseling group. You don't want that to be thousands of people, because the reason why people are coming there is for the intimacy, for the customized support, listening, and advice and prayers. So the reality is that some organizations you want to keep small as far as the experience, but you want it to grow as far as multiple people can experience that small but big experience. So even if you have a business or an organization that services people one-on-one or in groups, hopefully you want that to multiply, and you want other people to be able to do the same thing, so that that message, that empowerment, that service, that thing that you're doing is multiplying. And me as a Christian, I can say that my faith, Christianity, is founded upon an innovator, a real smart person by the name of Jesus, who did that, who ultimately poured into a small group of individuals who then multiplied. And they used what we call in marketing, which is basically what marketing is based upon, is communications. They used communications. They used a comprehensive approach of caring for the whole person, even as they communicated the gospel or their Christian faith. And ultimately, believe it or not, all business, all organizational growth is based on these principles of love, communication, adding value to people's lives. And in business, what happens is that particular value that you're adding is compensated, as should be nonprofit work, well as church work. You know, the Bible says the worker is worthy of his wages. That includes your pastor. That includes the preacher and Bible teachers or religious leaders. You may be from another faith, because everyone, they're working in different ways. They're working to take care of the soul. But in business, you know, you're taking usually care of people's physical and material needs, whether it's selling a car, selling a TV, fixing cell phones, being a public speaker. You're tangibly adding value to people's lives, or theoretically adding value, knowledge capital, which I would submit to you is probably the most important thing that we can do, is knowledge capital. Knowledge will transform your life, especially when it's applied in the right time. So today I want to talk about how can we take these organizations that we have, whether they're nonprofit or they're business, and give them to other people in such a way that it can grow, apart from the old-fashioned word of mouth, because that word of mouth is critical. And I want to submit to you that your website is more useful than you probably think. Many people have a website and they don't really realize the power of their website. People are spending hours every single day on their phones, their tablets, their desktops. And when people come to your website, they're looking for certain things. First of all, they want to know clearly what you're about, right? What's your value proposition? And then they want to know, what can you do for them? So some of the first tabs that people will click is your services or products or ministries, if you're a church, to see what you do. And they want to know. They want to know what you do. They want to know what you're about. And sometimes they'll hit the about page to kind of get a feel of the mission that drives the organization, the leaders that are involved. Are they social enterprise? Do they feel good about you? And so they're going to do these things, and they're going to judge you. And then some people who are a little bit more analytical and critical are going to look at your blogs to see the stuff you're blogging about. And are you aware of industry leaders? Are you aware of the thought leaders in your industry? Are you quoting them? Are you writing about them? Or are they anywhere to be found? It's what we call brand association. That is your who do you associate with? Do they know these people? Now, if you're a health center, for example, and you have logos of different health networks, I want you to know something. The people that you're servicing know nothing about those health networks. The people you're servicing are just clients, and most likely they're aware of industry personalities that are famous. For example, Dr. Oz, right? If you have videos of Dr. Oz talking about mental health and physical health issues that he when he interviews people or stuff that he personally talks about, they're going to basically associate you with Dr. Oz and probably trust you a little bit more than, let's say, the health center that doesn't have any type of videos, what we call soft marketing. That's where you have videos and information dispensed by known thought leaders. And those known thought leaders are on your website. And they're able to go there and pick different categories, whether, if you're a health center, for example, whether it's high blood pressure or mental health or behavioral health or issues related to women's health, which, you know, are unique in comparison to men's health. Well, they're going to look at those things and kind of get a feel to see what you're about, who do you associate with, and how are you engaged in some of the most current ideas out there about nutrition, about mental health, about physical health. And I'm just using the health industry as an example because some of our clients at Global Presence Network are from the health industry. But this applies to any industry, whether it's religious, whether it's nonprofit, whether it's business. There are thought leaders, I guarantee, in your industry, and they probably already have millions of viewers and people that are talking about them and know about them on Vimeo, on YouTube. Now, I want to just give you a simple way that you can drive traffic to your website, increase your brand credibility. There's some other things too that I'll be talking about in the other shows that we do, but will increase your brand credibility, but also will give people a reason to come to your website. Now, here's the number one mistake most people do. They build a beautiful website, they spend thousands of dollars, or they're on a monthly kind of subscription, and they build a site, but it's like it's not relevant. Like, no one's going to come back to your site apart from the first time they visited. For example, if you give someone a brochure, okay, here's a brochure, for example, they probably are going to read it once, look at the bullet points, see the pictures, make a quick judgment about the quality of your business based on how that brochure looks and the kind of information that's there that's relevant to them. And then they're going to throw that brochure away. That's what a website is if it remains a brochure. There's no reason why anyone's going to come to it and keep coming to it, and it's not going to be integrated into their daily or weekly life. And then here's the other catch. Some companies will write blogs and things related to their company. You know, Joe got a promotion. We just did this fair. But guess what? Your client who has pain or is health conscious, going to the gym every day, eating organic foods, they don't really care about your internal company issues. What they care about is content on that site that you're an expert about, that industry you're an expert about, that relates to them. So if you're a health center, for example, by you adding videos by other experts in your industry that have spent millions and thousands of dollars doing, and you categorizing and you curating that information, you're giving people a reason to come back to your site because your site is relevant to their health life, their spiritual life, their mommy life, their flowering life. So if you think about it, if you have a nursery company, where you grow plants and stuff, like you're not just selling plants and flowers, you're actually selling an experience. So you're not even really a flower distributor. You're really an experience distributor. So your site can have things that deal with experiences, wedding experiences, funeral experiences, romantic experiences. And the flowers are just the product for those experiences, because otherwise, why would anyone want to buy a flower apart from creating an experience or an ambiance? So you have to think in terms of more, you're in the experience industry. That is, you, through your flowers, create an atmosphere that people can have a beautiful experience, sight, sound, smell, and all that kind of stuff. If you're a singer, you're not just a singer, you're an experience evangelist. You create an experience through your singing, whether it's in church, whether it's at a wedding or a outreach or some type of inspirational event. So your site should have things related to experience enhancement. But guess what? Most people don't have all the time or the energy to basically, let me fix this camera here. Here we go. They don't have all the time and energy to create all these videos. So you have to rely on other people. And let me give you a secret. On YouTube, there's probably thousands, if not millions, that's exaggerating, but that could be true, of videos related to your industry by credible people who are saying sound things, giving sound explanations, pictorial explanations that you could be leveraging. And the effects of that is you'll drive traffic from search engines, whether it's LinkedIn or Twitter or different places, even Instagram. You could put pictures with links to your blogs or vlogs, and then also drive traffic from Facebook. But guess what? People are not going to click to come to your site unless you have meat and milk content for them that's related to your industry that adds value. And every industry, every business adds value in some way, or nonprofit. You may not even understand the depths of what the value proposition that you have for society. You actually, a lot of times in our consulting here at Global Presence Network, we realize that people are not fully aware of their value themselves, and they have a company. They thought they were just one thing, but they're really multiple things, and they have many people that they could be engaging with to add value. So, but here's the beauty, okay? And this is where I'm going with this. Not only are videos and content critical to drive traffic, but if you embed YouTube videos on your site that people are clicking on and a variety of topics and stuff, well, Google falls in love with you because they see that content. And they see that you're adding new content every day. Now, my firm, Global Presence Network, we have developed an app, okay? We have developed an app that basically allows you to add content to your website immediately, okay? Through YouTube or Vimeo. And I'm going to give you a little demonstration here. And then that content will automatically, through API integrations, push to LinkedIn, Facebook, and other places. Okay, so I'm going to give you a little demo here. Just be looking at my screen, and I'm going to show you how you can add content like 20 videos a day. And not only will they increase traffic organically to your site, okay, because again, search engine, when it crawls your site, okay, it's looking for new content, value driven content that's valuable, that's useful, and then it begins to increase your ranking. If your site never adds new content, now, and also for you to write original blogs, and that's important too. And we actually have a content writer on our team that can do that for you in a powerful way. And I'm going to have her on this show next week talking about her experience as a journalist and as a writer. But she's able to write. But again, that's great too, but that takes time and usually takes money unless you do it yourself. But we can take care of you in that aspect also. We can take care of you in a full service comprehensively. But here's the catch, okay? No one has time to do this stuff, and that's why we have an automation. That as soon as you add a video to a category, like in YouTube, and you can have different categories. If you're a health center, you can have categories related to behavioral health, physical health, women's health, pediatric issues, common colds, what to do, food poisoning. And again, all this stuff will not only automatically turn into a blog on your site, but then it'll push to different social media sites all automatically. Okay, so you're saving a lot of time and money doing the old-fashioned way of embedding, titling, and all this kind of stuff. Okay, and I'm going to give you a quick demo here. Okay, let me see if I can find it. Okay, so now here I'm on my YouTube site, right? See this guy right here? He did a very good, let me enlarge this here. He did a very good YouTube video here on how to get more traffic, which is the exact topic that we're talking about here. So I'm going to go ahead and add this to one of my categories. Okay. Oh, he's already in here. So let me find another guy. Okay, here we go. So you see this? I'm going to add this guy to a category called GPN marketing. Okay? See that? How to create digital product that generates at least 100,000 a month. Okay? That's pretty interesting. Okay? So I went ahead and added this to a category. Now when I come here, see, this is our global presence site. Educational videos. When you hit this, you hit all posts, you can see a lot of our past videos that we've done that for. And we always try to add stuff that will add value, like how to get best return on investment from Facebook ads, 5 marketing tips for clinic owners. Okay, so you saw he's not here right now. Okay, I'm going to refresh, and within the next minute or so he'll be here. Hopefully everything's working fine. Again, we manage and oversee all of these integrations. Okay. Give it a minute or so. Okay. So as we wait a minute or so, again, what our firm does is we set up all these integrations in your site. We develop integrations with all your social media, so that you, as the CEO or the owner or a director of marketing or communications, as you're watching YouTube videos and you're searching for things related to your company or your organization or your church, you're able to add them to the categories. And then again, it's going to do all the processes that I just mentioned, and it saves you guys a lot of time. Okay, so hopefully by now it's done. Let me transition back here. Okay, let me go ahead and refresh. Okay, let me make sure I added it. Yep, I did. Okay. Okay, and you're seeing this in the works right now. Usually happens in 60 seconds, so. Okay. This one I did this morning, but I'm gonna add this also to another website, GPS Educational. Okay, it's not there yet. Okay, this one right here, I added it to this site right here, Global Presence Solutions. Should be here on the front page. So you're getting a real life demo here, okay? Oh, here it goes. See that? How to create a digital product that generates at least 100,000. Okay, and that was the original video right here that I added. Now this right here, in another minute or so, will be pushed to our Facebook page. Okay. Okay, this was the one we did this morning. Okay, it'll be pushed here. It'll be pushed to our LinkedIn account. Okay. So in a few minutes, it'll be here too. But this is just a quick little demo, okay? To basically show you how this right here, okay? And then also we can set up Google Analytics on your site so you can see how much traffic. But for example, this video, we also have things where you can see how many people clicked on it right here, read 146 times. So we put this on the site on September 5th. 146 people. Again, people clicked on this most likely because they were interested in retargeting, how it works, what you do. People click on titles because they're interested in it. How to prove value content marketing. How many people clicked on this? 164. Okay, came to this site and most likely watched this video. But guess what? When they came here, they most likely ran their mouse up here, looked at my services, try to learn a little bit about our company and stuff like that. Okay. And this right here, now these people may never buy business. I mean, may never come into business with me, but guess what? They're thinking about me. They know I'm relevant. Again, you're adding value to people's life, and you don't always have to get something back in return, but based on the laws of the universe that God created, it is going to come back. Because as you bless people and help them and organize data, because think about what a restaurant is, right? A restaurant does what you can do. You can cook your own food. But what do? They curate, they organize, they put things into a menu, they make things simple, and they're ready to deliver. That's a lot of times businesses, like people, a landscaper does what someone else could do. They could mow their own lawn. A contractor, you could build your own house, but they put their packages into menus. They know they study more about that particular disciplined than you, and then they just deliver on a product and service that you're willing to pay for because your time is more valuable spent doing what you love. So unless you want to sit there and be blogging and you want to figure out how to increase your SEO, I definitely recommend you considering an API integration like this. Okay. And this is Jack Hakimian. I want to thank you for watching the show, and I hope that this show was inspirational and added value. Please follow us at Global Presence Network. Follow me at the Jack Hakimian Show on Facebook, and also follow us on Twitter and YouTube. Okay, and God bless you, and hope to talk to you soon, and be a blessing to you. All right, peace.